Have you ever been in a huge thunderstorm and thought to yourself, damn, I wish this wasn't real life because then it wouldn't be as dangerous and actually fun to drive through? Well, then maybe this game is something for you. First off, this is a sponsored video, but I'm doing my best to give you guys an unbiased and honest opinion of my experiences playing this game. This video isn't directly supposed to be a review, but more of a fun way to show you this game. The Frontier Pilot Simulator is an early access game in which you pilot some sort of VTOL truck, space, land craft within the atmosphere of a planet. Did I get this right? Not sure. But let's start. After I finished studying all the controls, which were surprisingly easy to remember for a simulation game, I was directly offered to take on my first mission. My goal was to fly to that marker over there. Easy, right? Well, I started to play with the controls, and what you see here was my first time flying. And I must say it felt pretty intuitive. There's just something fun about this hybrid of helicopter and jet plane. I was and still am a really big fan of the Arma 2 helicopter flight controls and also did some videos on them, and these controls here reminded me of them in a very good way. To make it short, it was really fun flying that thing. It wasn't easy, nobody held my hands, I had no training wheels attached, but that's just what made it so fun. Oh boy, I'm flying! And yeah, my first landing was pretty embarrassing, so let's skip that. Okay, let's see, I'll buy that and awesome. What I like about this game is how calm it is. It actually feels like being a futuristic trucker. There's just no haste. Except you get caught in thunderstorm and fear for your life. So I started my vessel. No, seriously, what is it? It is an air truck, an hover truck, helicopter... Anyway, my first delivery. I shouldn't mess that up, right? Yeah, right. First thing I did was flying through a volcano. Yeah, you heard right. There are active volcanoes on this island. Why did nobody warn me about this? Obviously, naturally, because of being a pro gamer and all, I managed to clear my thoughts, control my fear and... Yeah, well, anyway. Then panic hit me, but in the last second I crashed. Yeah, I failed. First mission. Good job. But this wasn't a letdown. Insurance kicked in and I flew over again. And this time I... avoided this from happening. Now it got real. I flew back, visited a hangar, bought some nice upgrades for my ship, picked up another container, flew to the next location, noticed an active volcano right next to me. Not again! And crashed. I crashed on the second mission as well. I'm not crying, you're crying. Anyway, this shuttle always brings one back to the last location you visited and insurance will cover the loss of your ship. After a long day of peacefully avoiding volcanoes and trading, of course, it was time to upgrade my ship. Ooh, I can't wait. I wonder if it has that nice new car smell. And it did. And it was huge. This bad boy is faster, stronger, can carry more stuff and would make your mother proud. Here we go, traveling to a new island, far, far away, with my new ship. Really, really far away. I know a song that everybody hates, everybody hates, everybody hates. So what does this button do? Oh. What? Oh! Am I in plane mode? Oh no, pull up, pull up. Oh wow, that's amazing. Oh no, I'm faster, but how do I control... And then I crashed. What I wasn't aware of, probably because I was sick at that day in flight school, was that you can also fly that vehicle as a plane. Now it all makes sense. So insurance kicked in half, I think I paid some cash of my own, I had my ship back and... Oh my lord, I'm in debt. And where did I want to go anyway? Okay, so I was there, now I have to... Oh my god, that's a whole continent! I didn't know there was this much brown in the whole galaxy. Fortunately I was able to refuel, which unfortunately led me into more debt, but I'm sure I'll figure out a way to make more money once I'm on the mainland. Let's go. Alright, so I'm gently pressing F. Yes. Okay, looks good. Sounds wrong. How do I accelerate? W? No. S? Oh, spacebar! That's it! I'm a genius! Yes, call me Eugen Retold.
I finally knew what I was doing. Now I just had to get to the mainland. In between there was an island which I was heading to for recharging my battery.
Oh no, please, no, God, no.
You see, the battery might be the most crucial part about traveling long distances. Once it's in the yellow, it's critical. And when it hits red, you have to hurry up.
Oh man, that's awful. Just hold on for just a minute. Please. Yes, come on. You're doing great. A few more meters. Come on.
And then I crashed.
No!
Anyway, entrance, new ship, more depth, repeat. I spawned back on the island I was heading to, so everything was fine. Almost everything. I took off, heading directly to the mainland. It was closer than ever. I could smell the riches in the air. I mean, maybe it was just air. I don't know how riches smell. I'm poor as sh**. But I know how the air looks. See, when pressing the V key, the game shows you the direction the wind is coming from. Pretty useful, especially in stormy weathers. I reached the mainland. High mountains, rough terrain, a vast landscape. When I reached the first big outpost, I was stunned by the visuals. I was stunned by the huge fan down there, and yeah, then I crashed.
Yay!
Okay, now that I showed you some gameplay, it's time for some sort of review. This game is made very simply, while it still holds a simulation aspect, which is a flight model, which I absolutely adore. The game is hard, really hard, but not in a way where you say, man, this game control sucks, but more in a way where you want to get better at it. You can master these controls, you can be the best pilot in the universe, or this planet. You just have to get good, and that's the fun part about it. And you have to get creative. Here, for example, I had almost none battery left, so I decided to cut my engines and just glide to my location. The physics of this game are really on point and impressive. And guess what? I made it this time.
Yes, finally.
And then I forgot to recharge and fell down like a rock. Like a really, really heavy rock.
Oh, are you kidding?
But it's a sandbox game, that's what makes it fun. Such simple mistake can cost everything. The last big thing the game is known for is the weather system. Thought flying was hard, tried in a thunderstorm.
Oh no. Oh no.
The weather system combined with the simulation type flight controls make this game more than just a tracking sim. You can feel the difference of a light breeze or storm or volcano literally 10 meters next to a window. Trust me, I have experience. But as every early access game, this game also had its flaws, no doubt. The HUD is a mess. I understand that you need a lot of information, but not all of it is necessary to be there all the time. Good news is a brand new HUD is in development and will be released this September. A few other points are that there's no cockpit view yet, which will also be added in September, and the game is quite demanding when it comes to performance. I have a GTX 970 and I had to turn a lot of options down to stop the stutter, especially in locations such as outposts. The sounds could, in my opinion, also be done better. The ambient sound scale is okay, but the ship needs to be louder or I have to sound more powerful. But if those are things that don't bother you too much, I can really recommend you to give it a try. There are also a lot of new features planned, such as said before, a cockpit view, new HUD, actually ship traffic, a new economy, new locations, new ships and even multiplayer. I'll definitely keep an eye on that. If you want to give this game a try, you can find links in the description for huge discounts. One thing to add, I noticed that the devs are being very engaged with the community, which is always the thing I look for when I think about purchasing an early access game. Anyway, that was it. Hope you enjoyed the video and see you next time.